enjoying yourself and loving up to. But right now I'm hanging out with the one, the only Kenzo Matata.
Matata.
And I wanted to ask you, what makes Kenzo Kenzo?
What makes Kenzo Kenzo is I'm just me. I don't try to be someone else. I just try to be me. Like every time you hear my song with Jolene Kenzo, every time you hear the name Kenzo, like when you hear Kenzo Matata is around, you'll just know that's Kenzo. Like hajaribu kuwaka mtu mwingine. Yeah.
And in terms of this industry, because I mean you've been in now for slightly over 10 years.
Yes.
And there are so many guys who come through and hit wonders, arrive and they disappear. What keeps you going in the industry?
I think I try to do songs that have a longer shelf life. Like for instance, to date, I have over 10 songs that I did with Ogopa. And to date, I still get to perform those songs and I still get the same response I used to get then. And another thing is, I'm real, like, Mimi ni ule guys. I'm real. I won't try to do things that sio Mimi. Everything, all my music, what you hear is basically me. I don't try to do things that sio Mimi. Yeah, basically that's just that.
And when we get back, I want to find out from Kenzo Matata. Kenzo Matata. Kenzo Matata.
Yeah.
He needs to tell me, because I know that he has Matata Wines and Spirits. And I know earlier, I mean, I said, I know you own wines and spirits called Matata Wines and Spirits.
Yes.
When your fellow people are doing clothing lines that we've never seen come out, some of them are doing, what are they called? Production studios and whatnots. Why did you choose the wines and spirits?
I wanted something that is not being done by everyone. And FYI, I have a clothing line too. Yes, I have t-shirts, hoodies, and snapbacks, but nowadays I use them as just giveaways. But I needed something tangible, kitu ina bring chapa almost immediately.
Yes.
So I opted to do our wines and spirits.
And then do you have like a rider who delivers to people?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And actually, it's not only that as in Nico involved na Matata Wines. I'm even involved as in I'm trying to venture into the club business. Because right now I'm involved with a club called the Fuse Lounge. The Fuse Lounge is somewhat in Community Road, along Community Road, just directly opposite
the prisons.
Jacaranda Estate. So if I'm not doing music, if I'm not playing football, if I'm not trying to talk to people, young kids, like encourage them in life, if I'm not at my shop, I'm not playing football, I'm always at the Fuse Lounge.
Because I think for me what I find important is that you are naming the ventures that you're doing.
Yeah.
Many celebrities come through and they tell us how I've sat here, man. The things I've heard people own. As in, I'm usually wondering, why are you still doing music? By now you should have ventured into being a businessman. If that's what you really own. And so it's nice to hear somebody giving an honest perspective of what they do. And I mean, even still coming back into your music lifestyle. We have so many artists that come from outside the country, and so many other shows besides the Maloko show give a lot of hype to other people. And so I mean, so many other avenues, from clubs to wherever, they're playing a lot of these foreign jams. What's your take on that? Well,
my take on that, first of all, I don't want to sound bitter. Because every time you talk about Kenyan music not being played, you sound bitter. I think what I usually tell artists, just keep on doing music. Our fans love our songs. They love our music. Kenyans love Kenyan music. As much as they're being starved of it right now, we have shows like yours now, playing like 90% Kenyan music. And believe you me, with this era of social media, sometimes you can even cut off like the DJs and the radio station and the TV station. Like unzaka kata au middlemen, you just go directly to your fans. For instance, I'm on Instagram. You get the plug after. I'm on Instagram at Kenzo Matata. You can go follow me. I have a couple of songs of nimetoa na vitu kama hizo. But besides, now back to the point, I think mcheza kwa utunzo.
Translate that, fam. You've just lost me.
Once a Kenyan, always a Kenyan.
Sungesema hivi. In fact, speaking of Kenya, let me put you to this one coming through for you from Critical. It is Malkia.
It's Chocolate City. Yeah. critical.
I mean, one of the things that I'd like to find out for me, especially seeing that you've been in the industry for about 10 years now, do you think that there's too much pressure on artists to provide content for the public?
No, the content is there. The content has always been there. That's my opinion, because I get to mingle with a lot of upcoming artists. The content is there. I think sometimes maybe the artist don't have a team to push for them the content. So it becomes a little bit tricky for the content to reach you guys. You get, but the content is out there.
And so now, like, when in terms of, we have like an international star that's coming through, and I wanted to ask you, do you feel like Kenyan celebrities should be given equal treatment as international stars?
Yes, they should, but again, Kenyan acts should have their own technical riders. You see, for somebody like, for instance, Rose is the one who's coming this weekend, right? Rose has his own technical rider. So the moment you, and it's out there, it's iko kwa internet. Like the moment you go and just click on Rose, you'll see the demands. Kama utaweza, sawa. Kama wezani na, wachana. You get. So I think, but we are slowly approaching that area. Because nowadays kuna wasanii wengi sana kwa technical rider, but bado kuna wale few hawana, wakipigiwa tu simu, they just talk on phone, then they go uko hivi wanaanza kushare vitu last minute, as opposed to guys who have the things pre-planned na ziko hapo. When he's called for a show, he sends his technical rider, iko na price yake, iko na kila kitu yake. So yeah, I think treatment should be the same, but again, we artists should handle ourselves professionally.
But then now, when you look at it, if you're seeking for same treatment as, let's say, Diamond or Davido, who are coming in the country, their brands are far much bigger.
But you see, even you, if you, it is true. The branding mechanism, zao ziko in a whole different level. But I don't think enough at the expense of the Kenyan musicians. You get, for instance, mimi nikenda Uganda. For instance, if I go to Uganda, I'll be given my treatment, but the artist wale wakubwa huko, they'll be given same treatment, or as in, how can I put into this sound in kama nimechanganyika juu menega kwa box maze.
I'm waiting, fam. I'm waiting.
So, I think the thing is this, I'll put it down to the artist. Carry yourself professionally, do your things professionally. Hata kama brand yake iko chini, the moment somebody makes that call anakutaka, that means it's something he's seen that might complement his show. You get? So that means he has to go by your demands. You get? So basically, just have your demands ziko place, as in just have a technical rider, period.
And now you have this brand new jam called Ai.
Ai.
So did you see it? Did you ask a girl out? She told you no, and then you were like, Ai? Yeah, cold. The song was born.
No, the thing is this. I've been having pressure to do something that sounds current. It's not. I'm not saying that.
I thought Kenzo Matata does not bow to pressure.
Exactly. I do not.
Brand new
hey, Maze.
Coming to you from Kenzo Matata. Well, and I'm hanging out with the one, the only Kenzo Matata himself.
Yes.
So as you were saying about
okay, the thing is this. I wanted a song that sounded now, this time now, but not to lose my identity. You get? So if you hear, it's still me, Kenzo, but the beat is what is being played right now. So I wanted something that can be played right now.
So when you say that you don't want to lose your identity, have you been struggling? Have you been having an identity crisis?
I've never had an identity struggle.
Is your musical career going through its teenage years?
I have never
going through puberty.
I've never lost my identity. I think that's one thing that has kept me for this long. I've never lost my identity. In fact, I've just bettered my identity. Like nimefanyika, ikakuwa even like it evolves every time. Because I've been relevant for the past 10 years. So that's something that should tell about my style.
And so, seeing that you've been in this industry for 10 years, as a quote-unquote would say, a veteran. Though you're not yet a veteran.
Hey, but that's difficult.
Because veteran would be mean, hey, you're no longer in the music
well, hey.
Let's say in terms of, I mean, you've been in for quite a minute.
Yes.
These young kids are doing so much different music as opposed to what you people started with. I mean, when you guys were getting into the industry, we had things like Kapuka. In fact, if
Actually
I
found
remember,
Kapuka.
I think Kapuka and Jipuka were almost came back to back, if I remember well. And then we had guys who were crazy about hip hop. Though when they would sing Kenyan hip hop, would be wondering what's not happening. And so now, in terms of the evolution of Kenyan music and the Kenyan sound, do you, as Kenzo Matata, feel that we are going in the right direction now?
I feel.
First of all, you have to give me big ups. That's a deep question.
I
feel like you need to give me.
Umetoa huko. Umetoa kwa roho. Yeah, but the thing is this. It's a very good thing that we have new and upcoming talent, fresh talent. That's a very good thing. See, for them, they will sing what they know, which is right now. You get. But the basics of music remain the same. As much as you're tending to sound like so and so, try have an identity. You get. For me, us guys found Kapuka. In real sense, Kapuka is a diss. Us guys found Kapuka. Okay, guys that started dissing whatever Ogopa and Caliph and Homeboys were doing. I felt like we were our own enemies, the artists, because we already had an identity, right?
So then do you think you people killed the Kenyan music?
I think us artists, yes, we did, because we had an identity, then we dissed the identity and gave it a name called Kapuka. In real sense, the identity was Boomba.
So do you feel that had we identified Kenyan music as Boomba, right now many people would have embraced it as opposed to us calling it Kapuka?
Kenyan music, okay, first of all, we have an identity. I think the identity, like Akina Nameless, Akina Jokali, Akina Amani, Akina Wahoo, like those guys all in the Kitambo, gave Kenyan music an identity. FYI, Baby Cool and Bobby Wine took style from Ogopa.
Yeah, and they went to the TUG.
And everyone embraced it.
Yes. So
right now, they have their style.
We should have then kept on to calling the Kenyan sound Boomba? Do you, because I sometimes get this vibe of when you call the Kenyan sound Kapuka, there's a certain function of Kenyan listeners who go, especially the, daddy, I was a broke house.
Yeah.
They think Kapu, what?
Exactly.
So they sort of go away from it. But when you say Boomba, it sounds like, it's something that's booming.
Because that has always been Kenyan style, as in Kenyan identity. Boomba pop, Boomba twist. Like the main word is Boomba. For instance, we have bongo in Tanzania, but you'll have bongo R&B, bongo rap, bongo
flavor.
But the main word is bongo flavor. You get? So Boomba, okay, that's just my 2 cents. Hey. But I feel like we artists killed our own style, which is still there. Right now, most of us guys are trying to sound like someone, and that is not a good look. That's why.
Who are you trying to sound like?
I won't mention names.
No. This is the Maloko show. We say it as it is. Who do you think the Kenyan musician is trying to sound like?
I think we're going more of Western.
Western what? Western America, Western.
Yeah, everything Western America and Africa. Yeah, cause right now, like for instance, Nigeria and West Africans, they have a style called Afrobeat.
Yeah, it's called Chakacha, Soca Beat, whatever you want to call it.
In real sense, it is just Chakacha from Kenya. You get Kenya is like one of the main sources of African music. FYI.
You don't feel like we're being a bit too patriotic right now?
I'm being real.
It's like that mother that looks at her failing child and tells the child, you are smart, you are going to make it. But the mother already knows this child is struggling and they need to help that child get better.
So, okay, let me give an example. The other day we had Ngoma Festival, right? The old artist, the so-called old artist.
Yes.
Sometimes back before the Ngoma Festival, we had the Sports Pesa Festival, which had a mixture. Not really a mixture, but the new crop of artists. And entrance, I remember that time was roughly 500 shillings, and it was in your stadium. For Ngoma Festival, it was, at Carnival. Entrance was, I think VIP was 3,000 and normal maybe 1,500, right? why do we have more guys jump packing Ngoma Festival as opposed to the Sports Pesa? You get? I'm not saying I'm just saying we need to find that common identity. That common identity, which every artist will be doing it, going by that name. And after that, you can branch and call it something else, as so long as it has that prefix, that can name, maybe Boom Bam, any name that just gets decided.
Someone can argue and say that the reason why Ngoma Festival was full is because we hadn't seen these people in a long time on stage. Because mark you me, if they did the same thing next year, the attendance wouldn't be as high. Even you know that. But remember, there was another event that was organized where they got a bunch of older artists to come and perform, and it didn't do as
Which
well.
One? I don't remember.
It was, I think, was it last year or 2 years ago? I remember it so well because it was heavily advertised, billboards everywhere, but not so many people showed up.
Okay, my point is this. I think let me just do this is
today I've given
hey but it's all good. I'll get you. So the thing is this.
The man is looking for it's okay. It's okay, Kenzo.
Anyway,
I'm looking for the words.
Anyway, my new song is on YouTube. My new song is on YouTube. Go watch it out. Okay. The thing is this. There's so many factors because all these the so-called old artists they've been performing. Said perform, so you can't say that miss. They've been performing, they've been releasing music. So that means yes, as much as they're still relevant, guys have been seeing them perform and all that. My point is this: with the new crop of artists, let me just say it as it is. We guys are doing good music. We're doing the right thing the wrong way. Is it we're going the wrong way? Okay,
the right thing the wrong way.
I think we're doing the right thing the wrong way.
Rather the wrong thing the right way.
Yes, thank you. The wrong thing the right way. My take is this. I remember I was signed to Ogopa DJs. Days of Ogopa, before you chuck that song, not every song you record was to be released. You get?
So
we're not doing
saying that the new artists are just releasing songs without taking a look at them in the factory.
I tend to believe so, because